Hey, and welcome back to Chuck's Tuesday Tips. Well, today we're going to finally put the bicycle seat on our month-long deer project that should have took 2 days. So, what I'm going to do is pull this off the stand, rest it on this towel right here, in this trash can carefully, pull this off. As you can see, we got the buck mounted since last week, finally. Now what I did here was, when I wrapped this around here, the skin, I carded this down to hold it down nice and smooth, so that when we put our bicycle seat on, oh yeah, look at that fit. Right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to bondo this on. And after we set our bondo on, we're going to come in like this and pull out this hair, see? Now it's a little tough when you have a local deer like ours. There's not a lot of hair on them to cover. But we'll just do the best we can. Anyhow, let's mix up a little bondo. Putty's our buddy around here. Can't live without it. And they thought it was just for fixing cars. That's really not what it's for. Okay. And as usual, it's raining again and cold, so we're doomed not to have anything kick hot fast. We'll make this really hot. And we'll talk a little bit about the base we set up that I so eloquently shattered the other week. And hopefully, I think Jeff remembered to turn the mic on today.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. We got this mixed pretty good. We'll lift this off carefully. Go ahead and lob some on here, down in the corners, and up here at the top. You can get a little bit on the inside here. It doesn't really matter because that's going to get covered up. You want to have plenty. Okay. Now, something's going right for a change, Jeff. Again, we're going to slide this on. Boy, that should fit good. Push it down. Okay. And like I said, we'll come around, start pulling out the hair. Try to get this to cover. Like I said, these August bucks, there's not a lot of hair on them down here. Got a little issue up here. There's nothing here. even come down here, even though there's nothing there. Try and get that. Beautiful. Okay, now while that sets up, we're going to comb this up a little bit when it gets hard. Let's talk about this. We installed our thing here on our platter, and one thing I always do, put little feet on it. You don't need to put 4 feet. You can put 3. It'll balance perfect. And then we went ahead and I had to re-level this because the thing broke. So this is already good to go. Then we're going to decorate it with a little moss. And we're going to be able to set this in here when this kicks. And use that to set this up with. Well, another thing we'll talk about while we try to kill time for this to kick. Remember the kit fock project we made? We ended up making this out of the cottontail form. Originally they wanted it sitting, so I altered the rabbit form into sitting. Then they called me before I could mount it and said they wanted it laying down. So I altered this cottontail into a laying down fox form. And there it is. I even used the rabbit head. What I ended up doing was pouring more foam onto the head and sculpting it according to my chart measurements. And here's the second one we did, sleeping. Just put this together today. Give you an idea how small these foxes are. Hang on a minute. Okay. Here's your average size gray fox. Your average gray. Look at that. Gives you an idea what a challenge it was. But the main point of the exercise was just to let you know that the mannequin is just a piece of foam. It doesn't have to say fox on it or deer on it or anything to get it to mount on it. It's just a place to start, so you don't have to worry about going out of business if you can't find a mannequin for a rare specimen or something. You just need to get something that's close and go from there. Now I'm going to try something here. This isn't quite kicked all the way, but I want to set this in here if we can. It's not going to fit over here. Can you get that, Jeff? Absolutely. Okay. I want to give you an idea how it's going to look so we don't have to wait. That's the other way, bud.
All right.
That's the back. Oops. Okay. Slide her down. There we go. And that's how it's going to look a little bit. Yep. So that gives you an idea how we set it up. I'm going to pull this back off. All the bondo still kicks. Pull that off, would you?
Mm-hmm.
That way we can sign off and you got an idea what the finished product's going to look like. I'm going to keep on applying pressure on this. Yes. Until it kicks. Keep grooming this out. As you can see, I messed it up a little by touching it.
Speaking of messing it up, Chuck, we just put that on out of camera, so
oh, we
if
did?
you'd like to put that back on, we can do that again real quick.
Really?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh.
Sorry everybody, I'm still learning.
You're still learning. We put it on out of camera, so we'll do it again. Should slide right down.
There it is.
There we go. gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. You can envision it with the moss and whatever else we put down on there. Okay. Good to see something go right for a change.
Even my mistake.
Even your mistake.
I like
Yep.
when my mistakes go right.
Yeah, still going to be a couple more minutes before this kicks. So, once again, thanks for tuning in to Chuck's Tuesday Tips. Next week, we don't even know what the adventure will be. Maybe we'll wrap a body for the third fox, or maybe we'll do something, who knows. Anyhow, we'll see you next week.